case this is live, it's telling me that it's still loading, but I'm just waiting on the confirmation that it's loading. All right, I think we are live. Let's see if there's some audio. Oh shit. All right, does this work? Test, test, test. Sure, that was using. I plugged in this mic. What's happening? This is real, like morning, early morning. Let's see here. Oh wow, that's so much better. Okay, yeah, the audio finally kicked in. Awesome. All right. Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to another Coffee with Maxime. I got my nice little cup of coffee here from when Ivy and I went to the Grand Canyon. We went to celebrate New Year's there. I went to go see the last sunset of the year and the first sunrise of the year, which was a blast, which we tanked on the sunrise because we slept in, but we saw the last sunset. All right. So for today, it is just me again. Some people might join, but I haven't done one in 2 weeks just because we've been, we were on the cruise, and then last week I had to go to Irvine for some training stuff, so I wasn't able to do one last week. So we're back with one this week. And as I was drinking my first cup of coffee, this is my second cup of coffee. Like that's how much I can't lie, and I always like to say the truth. Like I literally have to have coffee in here, or else I feel bad. I was reflecting this morning on like what could I talk about that would be helpful for people. Just because I record so many podcasts already, so many YouTube videos. We have a cool one coming out this weekend. It's about basketball, but it's just about pursuing a childhood dream and what happens when you actually fill your soul cup. So it might not be for everyone, but it's more of a selfish piece of creation for me and of documentation. I was thinking, I was like, how do I help people transform? And I just had kind of this image come in my head where I'm just going to use different things I have around me here. I got my phone in my Whoop charger, but like every single one of us, every single day has the opportunity to get fitter, to get stronger, to lose more body fat, to improve their body composition. And we've helped over 1,000 people at this point. When we started Fit Vegan, again, we just celebrate 5 years. So when we started Fit Vegan, it was maybe like I get like a 25-year-old all the way up to like a 40-year-old. I think that's kind of typically we work with for the first few years. And then the past like 2.5 years, 3 years, it's more like 50 all the way up to 86. So obviously very different way that the body would respond to transformation, but the same principles still apply. And what I found through coaching people literally from like, I think our youngest member was like 20 and our oldest member is 86. Like what I found in the range of 20 to 86 is yes, the same principles still apply of strength training and nutrition. The older you get, the slower the fat loss can be and is for a lot of people, simply for the fact that, like, especially on the women's side, yes, hormones have changed as you've entered, your late 50s and kind of 60s, but also because you more likely have a longer history of attempting to lose weight. So we call yo-yo dieting, right? Like you're trying to lose weight and you lose some weight and you put it all back on, and then you try again, you lose some and you put it all back on. Like the longer you've done that, the more your body has kind of built a resilience to the attempt at losing weight, because your body goes like, oh, well, there she goes again. There you go again. You're eating less food. Like I said before, your body doesn't know that you're in an environment where you have access to food and all that stuff. So um, it is, sorry, I got distracted. So, anyways, the longer you've been in a calorie deficit and you've done some of those yo-yo dietings, the more your body will be resistant to fat loss. I'm just gonna bring Judy in here, but I'm gonna finish my point first. Good morning, Judy. How you doing?
Well, I've been sitting here waiting to get on, and I was on Alex's. I can't find yours.
I see you're unmuted, but your microphone isn't connected, I think.
Oh,
Like bottom left side of your computer, there's a little audio thing. There's like an arrow. If you click on that arrow, I would select a different microphone.
okay.
See if that helps. Like usually like the one that says computer on it works.
Okay, I don't see that.
No. Then
Let me
I'll
go out and come back in.
leaving and coming back in and see if that kind of helps with the microphone, and I'll let you back in.
Okay.
All right. And so just to kind of in the meantime while Judy comes back in, so everyone has access to all the information in front of them. We all have the opportunity to either eat the food that we've prepped for ourselves or eat like a protein bar as an example, or eat a pizza or eat a piece of cake or eat ice cream or whatever it may be. It's just everyone has access to some of the same tools. If you're listening to this, you're probably pretty blessed. That means you have internet or you have a phone or a computer. So you probably have access to, you're able to buy decent food for yourself. But it's just like when you think of it, we all have the choice of like being in this neutral place of like, I can either make the right choice to bring me forward towards my goal or the wrong choice to bring me backwards towards my goal, potentially that would hinder or slow down my goals. And when we think of it, we all know what the right decision is. No one looks at a slice of pizza and thinks, um, no one looks at a slice of pizza and thinks, well, that will be the best option for me to improve my body composition and for me to get leaner and for me to get stronger. And I know everyone knows that the pizza is not the right thing. Everyone knows what the right thing is to do. I'm just going to finish my point, Judy, before I bring you in. All right.
Okay.
So everyone has access to those choices. We all know what the right choices are. So the only factor that matters is what's happening between your two ears and what's happening in your head for you to choose the right thing. And that's what we've seen over and over again with our members. And it's like, to be honest, like that's the biggest struggle. Very rarely will ever be exercise. Most people that hate exercise or haven't exercised before, it's just because they haven't done it consistently enough to kind of feel the strength and the power that comes from it. But everyone we've coached that has come from not doing exercise or minimum of it or had a dislike for it all fell in love with it once they did it long enough to like feel the strength and the power that comes from it. Like it's pretty addicting. So that part's pretty easy to overcome. But the nutrition part, it's literally like you know what the right choice is, you know what the wrong choice is, and then sometimes we make the wrong choice. So it's only about like if you're able to master the little voice in your head that says, "I should have this, but I really want this on this side," right? And that's the whole game of transformation. People think that it's just about coming in and getting a workout plan and a meal plan. That's like 2% of the battle. Like the big chunk of what we do as coaches and for anyone taking on transformation, either with a coach or by themselves, is being able to master that little voice in the head that helps you to make decisions. And so exploring why you make the decisions that you make. And one thing that I've found is choosing to put myself in a, like Tony Robbins like to call like a powerful state. If I'm like tired and groggy and I'm sitting like this and I'm like, well, I feel like shit and I'm tired, but I'm hungry and I should eat some food. Well, I'm probably have like I'll basically because I'm in a state like this, I'll probably be lazy. So then I won't want to cook. So then I'm probably gonna eat something that's like really easy to eat that's in my kitchen, which for most people is gonna be a processed food that's really high in calories, or they're gonna order takeout, right? Because you're just like, "Ugh." But if you, I don't know, man, you go outside for a walk, you stand tall, you smile. Like sometimes I'll be at my computer and I'll notice myself like slouching in my face like this, and I'll just catch myself. And I'm like, I'll just randomly be a weirdo and smile in my office because I know by changing my state, it makes me feel better. Like, just try it right now. Just be like, just have like a big smile and like look around and like stand up tall. Like, it just automatically there's a little something inside of you that shifts. So that is one of the ways to help to master the mind is how you change your physiology. And so, like, yeah, eating processed food makes you more tired, makes you more sluggish. Um, and usually people scroll, it leads to like more anxiety and all these things. So people scroll more on their phone when they feel more anxiety and then they sleep less and then they're just more tired and they're just like moving like this all throughout the day and they wonder why they feel like shit. Right. So exercising, changing your physiology, changing your posture, just sweating, breathing heavy, going outside, that's going to help to change your physiology, which will help you to make different decisions when it comes to food. But understand that like you can have the best plan in the world, which we can build for you, but it will do nothing for you unless you stick to it the majority of the time. Right. Again, we don't ask for perfection because I'm not perfect all the time, ever. Right. I've done a lot of transformation. I'm not perfect either. But it's like, can you make the healthy choice the majority of the time, the choice that serves you in your transformation versus the choice that doesn't serve you? You will make choices that don't serve you, and that's okay. It's part of the game because every time you do, there's a learning opportunity of why did I make this choice instead of this choice, right? Then it's like, I personally have fun with this. I'm like, all right, cool. I ate a whole pack of vegan wafers tonight. Like, why did I make that decision? I was like, okay, well, I probably didn't eat enough for lunch. And then I had a really hard workout. So I was real hungry. And then there wasn't food ready in the fridge. So I just went for the easiest thing possible. Okay, how can I solve that next time? Well, I should probably have food ready before I do my workout because I don't want to be hungry after my workout. That way I can eat it. Or I could have made a smoothie next time and that could have been a better option. Or I could have eaten more for lunch. That way I wouldn't have been as hungry by the time I was done my workout in the afternoon, right? Like start to explore why you've made those decisions and look at your overall state every single day. Like I notice myself, like I'm a pretty happy, positive, very disciplined person, but I can notice myself when I get real tired, my brain starts to get dark. I start to think of things that can go wrong. I start to think about some of the failures that I've had in my life. I start to think of, you know, how again, yeah, things can go wrong. An email can come in or something can, break in a system that we've built or whatever. So I was like, when I get real tired, my brain starts to get dark. And then that's when I typically me make unhealthier decisions for food. And so I know that if I can just like go take a nap or go get a good night of sleep, the next day I'd be like, oh, I feel like myself again. And I'm just like happy and I'm like ready to go. All right. So I just kind of wanted to share that with you all. But Judy, you wanna jump in? Can we want to try that mic again?
Is that working?
No, still no audio.
I
It
don't,
might be my thing. Maybe one sec, one sec. Oh yeah, it is 100% my problem. Yep. Can you talk? You see that works?
okay. Does that work?
Yep, 100% my problem. My headphones were not connected properly. I apologize for that. I
Oh,
was like,
that's all
Judy,
right.
I didn't ever like, figured out that I was the problem on this one. So my bad.
I'm got to get the food out of my teeth again.
You look great, especially with that hat.
Well, it's no, I haven't showered yet because I've been working out all morning. So,
I'm
yeah.
assuming you came home from your trip because I know your welcome kit was at your house.
Yes. Yes, and here it is. And I don't have the shirt on yet. I'm washing. I have to wash it. It's a little big. So I ordered
Oh
a
wow.
small. I'm waiting for that to come.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I think it's pre-shrunk. It might like if you dry it in the machine, it might like shrink a little bit to kind of
Yeah.
tighten it up.
It probably won't much, but it comes
Yeah.
down to my knees. That's the problem with universal unisex shirts for me.
Yeah, yeah.
They're just so long. So
Yeah, yeah.
we'll see. Anyway, I ordered a sleeveless one too.
Oh, nice. We can show the guns. Nice. There you go.
I
We're
just
we're
did biceps this morning, so I'm
I can tell you need a permit for those weapons, for those
yeah,
guns.
right. Right. I
Um,
don't like wearing hats. I don't probably won't normally wear this, but
yeah.
the hair was like sticking up all over and so
Yeah. Well, you have it for the summer. Like my mom wears it when she's like gardening or just outside and she doesn't want to do her hair basically. Like I used to wear I own a lot of hats and I don't wear them. They give me pimples, so I don't really like to wear them, but
mm,
I think it's a
I get
pretty
too
easy
hot.
thing. Yeah, it's an easy thing to ship because there's no sizes. So I don't have to sit on like a bunch of inventory for it. Yeah. I can't remember. Are you going to NHA this year?
Yes.
Oh, awesome. So I just got invited to speak at NHA now.
Oh,
So
good.
we sponsored the event, but then they
Right.
reached out and they wanted me to speak. And so I'm gonna be speaking on Sunday at NHA. So for the in-person and the online part.
Good. Great. Yeah, I'm planning on it, so I'll be there to listen to you. And I'm also part of the what's it called? Healthy oh shoot. I just joined um almost about the same time I joined you. It's called I've got it right here. I never can remember the health, let's see. It's HW Vitality, Health and Wellness Vitality or something like that. It's a group out of Sedona, Arizona, I believe. And
Okay.
the gal that's my we there's a workbook and we meet every Wednesday for an hour and a half. And this week was on uh, exercise, fitness. Anyway, the gal that facilitates our group knows you or has seen about you because I told her what I was doing, and she read your article in the National Health Association magazine.
Yeah.
And she's very interested to know what I'm doing because I have different take on some things now. I'm talking about the
Yeah.
protein and how one guy, and there's different people from different areas, and one guy yesterday was saying, well, I thought we weren't supposed, Rip says don't make shakes, so I told him what that I've been fighting that too, but I'm doing it, and I'm still alive, and so
Yeah.
you know but
Shocker.
it's been, yeah, it's interesting to meet with, and these people, their fitness is, they're not doing as much, so it's
Yeah.
a wide variety of people that are just coming into, um and I've shared the Tai Chi program I'm doing, and one gal signed up to do that too, so it's fun
Yeah.
to meet new people and new
Yeah.
avenues. So yeah, she knows, and she really knows. She was with Robert Cheek on a cruise, and she was sharing his book. That's his name,
Oh,
right, Robert?
was she on the last cruise?
No, she went on the NHA cruise,
Oh, okay. Okay.
but sometime or other she's either followed him or met him. Actually, I'm not really sure, but she's been doing it for 10 years, so she was really, talking him up in his book and everything. And I said, well, I meet with him on Zoom.
Yeah. Our program's gotten pretty cool. We got Robert Chicken in the program. We got Chuck Carroll in the program
Yeah,
now.
now you
Like
have
we got some
Chuck.
awesome
Yeah,
people.
yeah, that
Yeah.
is
I'm
cool.
excited for Chuck's transformation. I thought that's gonna be a great one.
So what, I mean, I thought, is he trying to just now build muscle
Yeah,
with it?
just tighten up and build some muscle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because he didn't really do like strength training when he lost all the weight. So we
Oh,
want to
okay.
like build him up to be like I want to change his name to Jack Chuck.
Jack.
Jack Chuck. It's gonna be his new Instagram handle instead of the weight loss champion, Jack Chuck.
Yeah, right,
Now he's great.
right.
He's coming to LA. I'm recording with him in 2 weeks. He's coming down here. He's coming to our house. We're gonna do a podcast together, and I think a cooking video, which is gonna be basic because both of us aren't master chef. Um, and then we'll do a workout as well, a workout video too.
Oh, good. That'll be
Yeah,
fun. Yeah, and
yeah,
I've listened to a few of his podcasts, but I'm not a lot of them. But I've got it. I mean, I follow him, but I mean, you can all, you listen to so much
so many
stuff.
hours in a day.
Yeah, and I listen while I walk, and um, so I try to get in as many as I can. I feel like I'm on Zoom a lot anymore too, but
Yeah.
it's yeah. So I plan on listening to more of his in case I get to meet him on one of your Zooms.
Yeah, and you'll meet him at NHA because he's going to be there as well. I know he like always has a room where he records a bunch of podcasts. So I know for sure Chuck is going to be at NHA because we're going to record together there.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
good.
No, I
Yeah,
know
I'm
there's so
looking.
many podcasts and so many hours in a day. Like I pretty much stopped listening to podcasts maybe like a few years, like a year and a half ago. I try to like have this rule for myself, especially being in the online space of I try
Hmm.
to create more than I consume. But then with the amount of creation I'm doing with like these lives, the podcast, the YouTube, like all of these platforms, I'm creating a lot. So I don't have a lot
Hmm.
of time left to kind of consume them.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure. Well, and a lot of it's repeat anymore. I mean, I've been doing this for 6 years, and the people that are presenting at different things, as you get all these different, next week for 6 weeks we're going to be doing all of this and that. Well, it's the
Hmm.
same, it's repeat, and not that having a repeat isn't good once in a while, but I stopped not really listening, I think. So I like when, like, you interview an individual and what they
Hmm.
went through, that kind of thing, rather than a presenter giving their same story, about
Yeah.
whole food, plant-based, or whatever it is, the weight loss. A lot of it is just repetitive.
Yeah. No, that's what I noticed for NHA. They're like, hey, send us your presentation for your talk. I was like, I only give one talk that was in like Seattle last year. And I was
Mm,
like, I don't feels weird to reuse the same thing. So I was like, give me like a week. I have to create something brand new for it.
mm-hmm.
But I feel like speaking is like stand-up comedy. Like they'll over the year they've tested material and then they're like, this is what
Yes.
works. And then they kind of built their set around that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not there yet. It will be my second
Yeah.
time. So you guys will get something completely brand new in it. But
Yeah.
I feel like listening what I think what happens is people will listen to about the same people that are on a certain level and then they learn from them, and then they become to that level. So they reach that level of kind of health and fitness, but then they're kind of stuck in like, yeah, it's after 6 years, you've pretty much heard all the same stories.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
Mm-hmm.
about listening to people that would bring you slightly further than what you were. So you kind of change bracket of what you're listening to, because there's podcasters and content creators that are providing value of like at a different level, right?
Yeah.
So like the strength training brings you a level above for sure. And you'll notice it, again, you're a lot stronger now, but like as you progress and as you hang out with some of your peers and you guys do some exercises together, you're gonna kick butt. Like that's everyone's like surprise. They like go and do something new that they've never done with their friends, and then they're kicking butt because they've been strength training, and their friends are like struggling behind because they haven't been strength training.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, none of them, well, a couple of my friends, I think, do some classes. But I've really liked the Tai Chi along with the strength training. Like I did an hour of Tai Chi this morning, and I follow a guy named Adam Potts.
Okay.
Begin with breath, and I did. It's good for my joints. It helps my shoulder.
Yeah.
And I actually think my legs, it's because I'm doing the squats and all the weights, that doing all the squats with them without weights and the more flow to it, that it's stretching. So I do
Yeah.
that before I do the weights, and I think it's really helped. I would recommend it to anyone, even though it looks silly maybe, but um, I was surprised because I didn't want to do this slow thing. I thought, oh my gosh, that looks so silly, but
Yeah.
I like it. I
Yeah.
really do.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, like
So
some people like, again, everyone has to have a little bit of a different thing outside of strength training. Some people like to just do strength training, and some will like to do tai chi, will like to do yoga, or like to play pickleball, or
yeah,
tennis or hike. So it's kind of strength training is for certain people, it's like the most joyful thing in the world. They love it. Um, for me, like I like it, but I like for my cardio playing basketball. So
yeah,
it's nice to have a physical
yeah,
activity that you like purely
yeah.
enjoy it. You feel like a kid, but
That's
then the
pickleball.
strength training, yeah, the
That's
strength training is the
pickleball for me.
foundation.
Yeah. I love pickleball. So that's why I don't want I'm trying to be really careful with the weights because of my shoulder. I'm left-handed. My left shoulder is the one that's got the arthritis and torn
Yeah,
torn muscle wherever it is.
yeah.
And so I think, I mean, I had some one night I couldn't sleep at all because my shoulder hurt so bad again, but I think it was from walking my daughter's dog. It was the
Like the
pulling.
whole
It was the
day.
pulling.
Yeah,
So I mean, I did my weights this morning, and I do them slow and I do them with thought because I don't want to hurt that shoulder more. My therapist yesterday told me, I volunteer with my therapist, my physical therapist,
yeah.
and she said, you are doing way too much weight. My daughter told me the same thing. You're doing way too much weight. You're going to hurt your back. You're going to hurt your shoulder. And I said, I think I'm doing okay. I thought I was doing too much weight too, but I'm
Have they
being
seen
real
you
thoughtful
exercise?
about it. What's that?
Have they just heard the amount of weight you're lifting, or have they
No,
seen
my
you work
daughter,
out?
yes, my therapist just heard, but my daughter, she was watching me. She said I was doing the deadlifts wrong. So
Yeah,
and I thought I was doing them correctly
yeah.
by your video and everything. And she tried to guide. She said, do it without weights. You're doing way too much weight. Do it without weight and get this form down first. And she did the fitness competition, the natural fit. So she's done weights for years. Um,
Yeah.
and so I did that without any weights. And I don't know if I'm doing them wrong or not, but I came home now
Send
and
a
I'm,
video to your coach. Send a video to your
yeah, that's
coach.
what Cass said.
If you
She,
follow what I put in the video, so I'll be honest, like if you're, I don't know, the thumb thing came up, but if she did competitions and you're training for like a conventional deadlift or sumo deadlift, if you're doing from a bodybuilder or a powerlifter standpoint, like it'll be slightly different.
okay.
Um, so the way I explain it in the video is to kind of keep you safe when you're
Hmm.
lifting. So if you're doing what's in the video with all the cues,
I feel
then
like I am.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So
I feel
so
like
yeah,
I am, but it's hard to tell because it is my back she's worried about because she knows I ended up in the hospital with my back and she doesn't
yeah,
want.
yeah,
But and my back was hurting in the beginning doing
yeah.
your program, and it's not anymore. and
Yeah,
I'm
or you're
doing more weight.
strengthening everything
Yeah,
around it. Yeah.
right,
So
right,
100% film a video of yourself like sideways, like if
right.
you're facing this way sideways, so we can see your hips and your
Yeah.
back.
Next time I do them when they come up, I'll ask my husband to do that and see. And I'm struggling with not having enough weights um,
Yeah. It's a
because
strong one to have.
I've I used my daughter's and she had a 40-pound kettlebell. And
Yeah.
so I'd use that for my squats and I don't
Oh
have a
yeah.
40-pound. So today, because I ordered one, but it's not here yet. I just used two 20-pound weights and tried to hold them up here,
Yeah.
but my arms got a little tired. So they
Yeah.
kind of went down by my sides the last set. But um, so, that's kind of fun. I don't want to go. I mean, there's got to be a point where you're not going to get any higher I mean,
Yeah, but you're like, to be fair, like you're far a few years down the line. Where like I still always I've been working out for 19 years. And like at one point at the beginning, you kind of go up fast because it's kind of
mhm,
newer. You're activating more muscles that are not used to being activated, and so you get stronger. And then, but it kind of like plateaus a little bit, but then you go up in a really slight like slant like this. Like you don't go up like this. Like your weights don't like go up, but they'll go up slowly over time. Um, just my personal opinion. If someone tells you that you're using too much weight and they didn't see you lift the weight, it's invalid. uh, I worked out with Gary and Linda, right? This past weekend.
mhm,
Super strong. Like if I told people like, hey, they lifted this much weight and I told them their age, people would just have this preconceived notion that because they're like 67, both of them, because they are 67, that's too heavy for them. Shit, you didn't see them lift it. They were strong. They had great form, right?
mhm.
So if someone doesn't see you lift the weights, I can't tell you it's too heavy or
Yeah.
not. It's just whatever they think is
Well, I
heavy
think
to
she was
them, you
talking
know?
about my shoulder because I just worked with her for 3 months and she
Yeah.
was worried about because she said once you have arthritis, you
Yeah.
overwork it, it's gonna flare up.
She
And
should see you work out though. Like maybe you, I'm
I
not saying that she's wrong, but I'm saying she should watch you do a
watch.
workout because you
Right.
might be in very in control, super
Yeah.
solid, tight, that it's like perfect form, then
Right.
you're
Right.
just that strong,
Well, and
at
I'm
that
not
point.
doing all like I can barely lift my arm up like that.
Like the lateral raises, yeah.
Oh God, that hurts. And she knows
Yeah.
that. But so all I've done is, bicep, tricep. I do this one. Uh, I
Yeah.
don't, I don't like this. Ugh. Anyway, I do this one. Lateral? What is that called? Where
Lateral
you,
raise, yeah.
yeah. And I have to start slow because the initial move hurts and then it's
Yeah.
better. I think she knows how sore my shoulder was for so long
Yeah.
that she's just worried that I'm doing too much weight. And I'm not doing all the exercises she had me do. They're different. She doesn't know that because I didn't talk to her about it. But
Oh yeah. If they're
yeah,
if she's giving you therapy to like for rehab, I would definitely do those exercise for sure. In
I know.
addition,
I know.
right? But
And
then
I don't.
yeah, and then for form, like 100%, send a video to your coach. Like it's the most underutilized aspect of the program. Like as the videos, like I try to make them. You saw the deadlift video. I think it's like 9 minutes
Mhm.
long. It's pretty in depth as to how you need to do it.
Right.
But then after that, like once you put your body through the exercise with weights, human body does weird shit sometimes, right? So filming yourself setting it to the coach, like they love those videos because they actually kind of get to point things out.
Okay.
um, that's what I'm doing today. Actually, I'm gonna go do a leg workout now, but then for 6 hours today, I'm gonna record about 100 additional exercise videos for the app. So I'm
Ah,
gonna be working out for 6 hours additional to my workout today to make sure that like you guys have more video for different exercises. Um, but
okay.
yeah, deadlift is a big one. People put their hips up too fast from the bottom, basically. Like I was trying to when I broke it down for people when I train with them is like the bottom part is like a squat, and then once you clear your knees, you hip hinge. You
Mm-hmm.
do like a thrust, basically.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
and then when you undo the thrust and you squat down, because a lot of people they'll just like bring the weight down, but they'll keep their hips
I
high.
think I forget to squat down sometimes. I mean, I have to really think about it
Yeah,
rather than
everyone
just
everyone
bending over
does.
with the weight. I have to think about the squat down.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
everyone does.
Yeah.
Everyone at the beginning does for sure. If you get tired, like if I get tired and I'm not focused, I'll do the same thing. I'll just like it's easier, right? than to have to bring your butt down.
Yeah.
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 Um, Sweet. Well, I have to run. I have to go do my workout because I got the gym reserved for a certain amount of time to record all those exercise videos. So I got to squeeze my
Okay.
workout in before I go and record
Well, I
for
got
six
mine
hours.
done prior, and I sat here for 8 minutes waiting for to get on yours, but I was on Alex's. I have the hardest time finding your
The Zoom
whatever
link.
the Zoom link. I
Yeah,
have to go
yeah.
back through emails and find the right email that has it on it, and I don't know how to find it on the app.
Yeah, it's not on the app. It's just the
Okay.
newsletter every Saturday. Like I don't send an additional email to remind people of this just because I'm already sending 2 emails per week and it's like too much. When I send too many emails, we have too many unsubscribed because it's like bothering people. So I
Mm,
try to just like on Saturday, like I make all the announcement, kind of like the Monday announcement we make in the tribe. Like that's my Saturday with the emails basically. I just shove everything in there.
I'm just
But
surprised more people don't get on.
yeah, well, to be fair, it's 7 in the morning right now. And a lot of my people on the
It's
newsletter are like LA time, so they're like waking up or getting ready
uh,
to go to work. But
I've already
yeah,
done
and
2 hours of exercise. Where is everybody?
yeah, well, I woke up at 5, but um, yeah, and it's always like that with new things as well. Like I used to do these way back in the day when my nickname was Lucky.
Right.
And I used to do coffee with Lucky a long, long time ago. And it took maybe like 2 months to kind of build up to having multiple people on it. I don't think personally there's ever going to be a massive amount of people on this coffee just because I don't do them every week. Like
Mm,
consistency at the same time like helps a lot with how many people jump on. I just don't have the schedule to do that every week. So that's why I do them kind of every 2 weeks right now.
yeah.
Yeah, just I record so many podcasts, but my podcasts are like I'm recorded up until like end of June, I think, right now for a lot of
Mm,
the episodes because we had a lot of guests and everything.
right.
So I got new things to talk about. But if I record a podcast on it, it's not gonna go out till later. So these are like my way of like venting and like sharing what I have in my head in terms of what can be helpful for people.
Right. Well, I enjoy it, and I have fun with your workout. I'm done with that now. I guess it's 9 o'clock in the morning, and I have to think of the next thing I'm going to do.
Oh,
Maybe
that's
a walk.
awesome. Yeah, no, I have like today's gonna be a
Maybe
hectic.
I
I've
should
been
shower so I can take the hat off.
Yeah. Like I literally have a leg workout plus I have to make 100 shots for basketball and then 6 hours of recording exercise
Oh,
videos.
sheesh.
And then I have a 90-minute basketball skill workout plus cardio this afternoon. So literally working out for like 10 hours today, pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I've been working out way more than I was. So, with the walk and the steps and the Tai Chi and the weights and the pickleball. And
Yeah.
my
You're
husband's
crushing the
like,
challenge
are
too.
you going to clean the house? I'm like, I just don't have time.
She's like, no, I gotta do my workout. Let me see, where are you at here right now? Because you had a lot of points, I think, for the challenge. Yeah, you're at 79 points. You're already on base one.
Well, I passed I got the 25 points because I met my weight goal. I didn't make it
Mm,
enough because I haven't been losing. I kind of, staying.
yeah.
And I thought, I don't want to be overzealous here because I don't know if I'm going to lose any more weight.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I felt thin one morning and got on the scale because I was hungry in the
Yeah.
morning, and I got on the scale and I hit my goal. Well, I haven't for the last couple of days. Now Cass says get off the scale. So I'll try that again for a few days. So
Yeah,
that's
because
what gave me that extra 25 points.
you dropped like 9 pounds in less than a month. Because March 6th, you were at 131 and now you're 122.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
123 something this morning. I didn't stay on the scale long enough for it to record.
Oh, yeah. So sorry. That's from April 8th. Yeah. So two
Yeah.
days ago. But yeah, like
So,
again, the overall trend is going down. Because,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, for
My
sure.
measurements aren't. I don't think I measure right. They're not in the right place because it goes up and down and all over the place. And I
Yeah.
don't know. I just
It's,
don't know if I'm doing them right.
yeah, measurement is tough because you literally have to kind of take it at the same spot. So trying to use like points of references, like maybe like 2 inches, above the stomach to kind of measure the waist. You
Oh, I
kind of
thought you
have to,
told me belly button.
yeah, belly button. Sorry. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So I
Like,
did that. And if I relax, I mean, it's 2 inches bigger than if I just kind of hold it in a little bit. And I'm not sure what to do about that because my stomach is
well,
still
both ways.
large.
Yeah, both ways. So if you contract, Keep it contracted for all your future measurements. Don't like
Okay.
relax it and then contract it the next one. You'll be like, well, I lost 4 inches. And then the next time you're like, shit, I gained 4 inches. Like it doesn't go that fast.
Yeah, I think I need to do the relaxed because I'm getting kind of bummed because not relaxed is still, I don't get
Yeah,
it,
just
but
like
still big.
stand normally. Don't like try to
Yeah.
like push it out or trying to hold it in. Just like stand normally, and then don't squeeze in the
No,
skin, right?
no,
Just like
don't do that.
tight, take the measurement from there, and then yeah. But again, you've seen my paper towel analogy, right? Have you seen that one? Where if you remove a sheet, I show you
Oh,
the
yeah, yeah, yeah,
size
yeah.
you,
Right,
yeah.
right, right. Yes.
Yeah, so when you have more weight to lose, at first it doesn't look like much of a difference on the body because we're just kind of emptying the fat cells in your fat. So once a lot of those start to get empty, it's kind of like removing those sheets from the paper towel. Over like then it starts to look thinner. Like one day it'll just hit you and you'll be like, oh shit, I look different. Because you're looking at yourself every day and we're literally removing like the
Yeah.
thinnest layer possible. Yeah, one day it's just gonna hit you. You'll be like,
Well,
oh wow, I see a difference.
I can tell in my clothes. I
Yeah,
mean, for me, 5 pounds is a pant size, normally.
yeah.
So I can tell in my clothes. I just the tape doesn't show it, and I can't figure out if I'm messing that up a little. But
Well,
anyway,
probably if your clothes are fitting differently, right? Because the pants are
yeah,
not like shrinking or getting bigger.
right. No, I
So
know. I know I'm
yeah,
going down. It's just that when I measure, it doesn't look like it, and I'm like, because so I don't worry about that. I just do it and turn it in, and
yeah, yeah, yeah.
uh,
Yeah. Well, if your clothes are fitting differently, then that's a good sign. Means your body
yeah,
composition is changing, and you drop like
right.
yeah, quite a bit of weight in the past. Yeah,
Yeah,
month.
I'm a couple pounds from high school weight, which doesn't mean anything, but
So that was like
you
10 years ago, basically.
yeah, 10.
Yeah.
Right.
There you go.
I'm having my 50-year college reunion this year.
Oh wow, nice. I can't wait to go to one of those. I've never been to one. We had a 10-year one, but it was COVID, so they never actually did it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like my high school better because I have more friends, kept more friends from high school than I did college, but it's right here in town, so uh, I'll either go to that or go off to Ohio to a baseball tournament. I haven't decided yet, but yeah,
Yeah.
I remember taking my I know you have to leave. I remember taking my mom to her 50-year college reunion, thinking that when I got there, because I always kind of like to hang around the older people.
Yeah.
And I knew some of her friends, so I went. I took her because I thought it would be nice for her to have company and she wouldn't have to drive alone. It's only a couple hours. And
Yeah.
now I'm like, oh my gosh, I drive all over the place. She was only, 72 years old. And
Yeah.
I thought all these people at this reunion were really old. And now I'm going.
Yeah. I get it. Like I was talking to Ivy and about this, but like the majority of my friends are over 50 years old. Like
Yeah.
50 to kind of like 80 is typically who I talk with, have calls with, hang out with. Um,
Hmm.
yeah, I got a few friends that are in their 30s, but that's pretty much it. So I
Yeah.
get it.
Well, they haven't grown up yet.
Yeah, exactly. And to be fair, I was forced to grow up really fast.
Right.
Like, yeah, when I was 22, the whole cancer. So, yeah, it's just
Yeah.
different mindset.
Yeah. I mean, hanging out at bar, if you're not,
CMC clinics.
whoops, hang on. If they're sorry, if they're out hanging out in the bars all the time, I mean, my friends are still doing that, and I don't
Yeah,
drink. My husband doesn't anymore, so yeah, we have to find. Oh, I mean, they're still my friends, and I still hang out with them, but it's just different.
yeah. I hang out at the gym and at the podcast studio in here, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah. Also,
yeah,
I married Ivy. She's my best friend. We do everything together. It makes it easy.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, have a good workout.
Thank you. And yeah, once the new video exercise videos are up, they'll be up on the apps. You'll get to have those. But for
Okay,
sure, like take footage of yourself and send it to your
okay,
coach for your deadlift.
okay. I will try to remember to do that next week. I don't think I'd do it until next week. I
Okay.
might do it Saturday. I don't know. I will have to look.
Awesome. Well, enjoy your
Okay.
day, Judy. Thank you for
You
jumping
too.
on.
You too.
And for everyone, thank you very much for watching this episode. Again, I'm going to do another one in 2 weeks. So if you want to jump live like Judy, then the link will be in the newsletter. So you can sign up for that for free in the description. And we'll see you guys in the next